Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to Let's Play Oblivion. Again, with Jazir and Vilja. And this guy over here who has finally stopped casting... Oh, wait, no. He was just waiting for me to comment on it, apparently. Thanks, Elahai. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, he was just sat there repeatedly casting that for the last 5 minutes. Kind of annoying. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Jazir is on his way to Skingrad, which, according to this sign, is that away. So, off we go. Hello. Yeah, you're the nasty guard. I'm gonna have to sneak in here at some point and nick the ledger from Wrye Manor. I'm gonna have to sneak in there and do it. I've not been able to figure out another way of doing it. I mean, one of the guys told me, I think it was Thelonious, told me to speak to the Dark Elf guard while he's off duty, and I did. And we didn't really get anywhere. So, whatever. I still haven't found a really great solution to that particular quest, but as we continue coming in and out of the Imperial City and passing through Wrye, we'll slowly progress with it, I suppose, probably. So eventually we decided to knock it on the head and actually finally sort it out once and for all. Anyway, we're going to go through this tangled mess of roads here till we get to the Gold Road and then head towards Skingrad.
How about just go kill something?
Vilja, I do not seek out things to kill. They generally tend to seek us instead. You're not feeling very imaginative today, are you? It's okay, neither am I. Let's go this way, past this bridge, and away from that alien ruin. Away from Banakasekal, I think it's called. Because it's usually full of bandits who immediately want to try and kill me every time I walk past, so let's... This tells you something about the Empire, doesn't it, really? They did, rather than actually send some guards to go clear out the ruin, they just decided, okay, we'll build an entire road and a bridge so that we can walk past it from a bit further away. I'm sure that's not what really happened, but it happened in my headcanon, and you can't mess with my headcanon. Well... It's a lovely day, at least. It's an Imperial Guard running for his life. Okay. That's some more of them who are not running for their lives. Way that way. Imperial City that way. Skingrad this way. The Great Far. Ooh. Is it getting a little later in the day than I thought it was? It's starting to look a bit sunset-ish. Oh well. We'll camp in the wild if we have to. How are we doing? We hungry, thirsty, slightly everything at the moment. That's how I would describe that. Have an apple. And some cheese. And a drink. I should sort this out. Slightly hungry still. Oh, Jazir. Like, I sympathise, man, but seriously. Have a pear. Have some fruit, as my mother used to say. Whenever I complained that I was hungry. Have some fruit then. And it turned out I wasn't actually that hungry. You're over there.
So where are we going now?
We're going to Skingrad. I didn't think I needed to remind you. Some nasty wizardy people down there. I think we should avoid them. Jazir does not like the idea of being zapped to death by a lightning bolt today. As he has been killed in that exact manner many times in the past. Hello, Herald.
What?
Bold and decent level 9 spell sword. Would you like to join us?
Sorry.
No, didn't think so. There's a wolf over there minding his own business. Great forest. Full of peril, apparently. some people over there, some bandity people.
I kill you.
Oh, right, a scamp's decided it wants to kill us. No, thank you. Not today, Mr. Scamp. It is not happening. Right. Oh, no.
You made a big mistake.
Now what? Glowing red, orcish man. An Orsinian berserker. Well, he is a berserker no more. He is still glowing red, though. There's nothing worth taking. Huh, disappointing. Oh, there's an imp. Hello, Mr. Imp. There's a cave full of them around here, isn't there, somewhere? I used to have a mod installed that, it's a very old mod. It came on a disc with a copy of PC Gamer once, actually. They did a demo disc which had a bunch of the most popular Oblivion mods on it.
You think you can beat me? Go ahead.
And one of the things it did was it changed the weather a bit. And it also like upscaled virtually all the trees in the game like a couple of times. And as you can imagine, that introduced a few interesting issues here and there. But one thing it did do is it made all these big redwood dope trees here in the Great Forest truly massive, and it made the Great Forest feel like a great forest. Like it made it feel particularly Jurassic, shall we say. It was kind of awesome, actually. Not a great mod to combine with other mods.
When I'm walking in front of you.
What? You never walk in front of me. This is a silly hypothetical question. But anyway, it's not one I think that would play very well with other mods, but it was kind of cool. I can't remember exactly what it was called. Some of you'll know the one I'm talking about, because it was quite popular back in the day, I think. Grey Rock Cave, yes, I think it's probably full of imps, and I'm not interested in a cave full of imps. Cave full of imps sounds like an expression, doesn't it? Like a whole heap of problems. You know, get home from work one day. How was your day at work, dear? Well, frankly, it was a cave full of imps.
You don't scare me.
It's not over, apparently. Oh, for you? Are you serious? This imp just was like, hey, there's a fight going on. I want in. Apparently, Vilya's trousers have been so knackered, they've fallen off. You better take these.
Guess what? I have found one of the ingredients I was looking for. Isn't that great?
Was it a pair of trousers, by any chance? Oh, dear. Alright. Oh, boy, yeah. It's kind of annoying, but yes, her gear does actually degrade just the same as ours does, so... Oh boy, when we get to Skingrad, I'm going to have to go to a smith, and we're going to have to get everything repaired. That is a pain in the bum. I don't mind saying. Alright, well, in the meantime, have these. There you go. Wardrobe malfunction solved temporarily. Should we make use of this little alien well? Not only because... Sorry, accidentally left-clicking again. Not only for its benefit, but also because it fills our canteens. Which suddenly makes them feel so much more useful. It really does. Hello. Famana Vitalia.
It's my pleasure. Please continue.
A bold and open-minded level 14 knight. Do you wish to come with us?
I don't think so.
No, you're going the other way anyway. Never mind. What's over here? We have a cottage of some description. Gold Hill Farm. Hello? Anybody home? Hello?
Yes.
She's going straight to the bed. Yeah, I do that all the time when people come to visit my house. I just refuse to speak to them and then go directly to my bed. And just leave them standing there in the living room, very confused.
Last
Okay.
year I tried.
Oh, now that's a nice view, isn't it? That's picturesque. What's all this sparkly stuff? Is this little fireflies or something? I'm not sure. Is there a magical leak somewhere nearby that I should be aware of? There's a couple of elven arrows just randomly here on the floor. Should we get out the Geiger counters? Is there a magic leak? Am I going to spontaneously grow bunny ears? It's a little Discworld reference for you there, folks. In case you're not really sure what I'm on about. Jesus, I thought that was a dead horse in the middle of the river. It's not. It's a statue of a horse. Ray Shrine of Kinnereth. Go carefully upon nature's path. Pray at my chapel altars to receive my blessings.
My
Jazir?
feeling is that there's something not right with Glathyr. Maybe it would be better just to ignore him.
Who is Glathyr? I have not heard of this person. Oh, it goes all the way down there, huh? Yeah, there's part of me that just wants to leap over the bridge right now
never
and
have time to
go
write
skidding
something
off down that way to see what happens. You know, it's that little part of you, the little voice in the back of your head that when you're playing something like Tomb Raider is just like, why don't you just, you know, leap off that cliff and just see what happens? Just watch Lara Croft scream before she dies. You hitchhiking? What are you doing? Okay, right, good. Alright. Ooh, bunch of dead gobbos. Oh. Jazir is glad that you ran into them before we did. Huh. What if you need any more arrows? I'm gonna take some. Because you've been using up your arrows quite a bit lately, I think. You might need a restock pretty soon. So we might as well take the free ones, right? Another burned down house. Like the one on the shores of Lake Ramar. It was actually a burned down shop though, wasn't it? It wasn't a house in that particular case. Hello! The statue's just like, hi, waving at us, like, hello!
You know, you're actually rather cute.
You're saying this because Jazir is a cat. This is... You know we find that offensive, right? When people call us adorable, it is not funny. We do not like it. So this is... Fort something? I think I missed that. Fort Haven. Ah, slightly hungry, slightly thirsty, slightly tired. Can we stop here and rest or something? It's called Fort Haven. Can we use it as a haven? said Fort Haven Hall. Some hall? Oh, we're already in the hall, I see. It's one of those doors that leads to the same cell. Those are always weird. Sergeant's quarters up there. Living quarters down here. There's not a lot of people about, is there? It's a good thing I'm not a thief. That's really weird. All of this entire arrangement here just makes me feel odd. With the 4 pillars and then the little bit of balustrade there as well. Okay, yeah. Alright. Alright, well, this place is rubbish. It's not rubbish. It's cool. I love that it's here. It does not serve our purposes right now. There is the city walls of Skingrad itself, and another burned down house. What's going on? And a walled settlement.
Watch yourself around goblins. Some of the nasty ones will toss spells at you.
Yes, the shamans or whatever. Not very nice. And we now find ourselves in the Skingrad outskirts thing. You may remember this from previous playthroughs we've done.
Hail and welcome, friend.
Pretty sure we had this place in the Arthur Let's Play. However, the difference these days is they put a wall around it so that it's its own world space, I think, which means that the performance is no longer absolutely schrecklich, as the Germans would say. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Awful is what I mean to say. Quite a grand-looking house, isn't it? In its own slightly ramshackle way. There's a marketplace, except obviously everyone's gone to bed. Do you know where we could stay? I mean, this is a pub. This is not necessarily an inn. The Merry Tankard. Got a little church. Chapel, I suppose, really, would be more accurate. Amos the Potter's house. Well, does the well work? As a well, it does! Hurrah! I like the stables here outside, actually, that's a nice touch. I like that not all the horses have saddles on.
When I was staying in Skingrad, I asked Sinderion in the Westfield Inn if he could train me in alchemy. He told me to go and find some odd root first.
Odd root is funny you should mention that, actually. We'll talk more about that later, I suppose. The Merry Tankard. Seems a little unmerry at the moment. What? Come on! Enough of this going straight to bed as soon as I walk in, Malarkey. I guess there's no rooms to rent. All right, we better head. We better just head straight for town itself, huh? Anything on this notice board? Nothing for us, apparently. Whoa, it's a lot of veggies. This is cool though. I do like this little village. I wish there was more to actually sort of do here. To my knowledge, there isn't even any side quests to do in this area. It's just sort of cool that it exists, but yeah, it'd be nice if there was more to do here. Even just an inn to stay in. I'm trying to quick save very often at the moment, because as I've mentioned previously, Skingrad's a little crashy, a bit like the Imperial City. I'm kind of expecting one any minute now, and that is a diseased sheep frolicking through the vineyard right there. Oh god, there's a ram on the loose. He's gone insane. What is he doing?
How come ghosts can carry weapons?
Ah, the great questions of our age there, Vilja. I'm sorry, does the sheep want to go into the city? What's going on here? The guard looks about as confused as I am.
Hail.
Alright. Lovely stars. Oh, you could just see one of the moons up there, sort of. I guess it's a new moon, so it's just kind of occupying a blank space in the sky. That does look weird, doesn't it? Yeah, imagine having a moon that big. Yeah, it would look like there's a black hole in the sky, wouldn't it? When there's yeah. That's pretty weird looking, isn't it? Oh, hello. Well, I was about to stop and ask them for directions, but I guess we don't need them because, like, Westweald Inn, big letters right there in front of us. Jolly good. Alright.
Seriously, I wouldn't trust Magli if I were you.
Who's Maglia? Hello. Arena Geranus. Sorry to wake you, it's just, you know,
Go ahead, please.
Need the room, it is late. You run an inn. I can't believe you don't have someone awake.
I have a lovely room on the corner if you're interested. It's 20 gold for a night.
I'll take it.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll be quite satisfied. Go upstairs and look for the door on the right at the end of the hall. Sleep well.
Okay.
Bye.
Now that we are here, how about a drink?
You can help yourself. Jazir is going straight to bed. He's very tired.
That sounds like a very good idea. I don't see...
Oh boy. Oh god. Alright, come on then. We're gonna do this malarkey, are we?
Hello.
Hello to you too, sir. Okay. Unlock. Maybe not this one. There you go. You can have one of these. Set ownership. There you are.
Is this...
Yes.
Alright. I don't...
Oh. Good night. Just deal with it. Whew. Right. Okay, how many hours sleep do we need? Sorry? 7 hours. Well, that'll do. Jazir feels refreshed, although apparently he is hallucinating some very strange things.
Can I help you in...
Yeah.
Anytime.
Enough of your shenanigans, Vilja.
How about going for a ride? It doesn't really matter where to. I just feel that I have spent too little time with my horse Bruiser lately.
Yes, Jazir still has not bought a horse. Don't really know why either. I guess I'm just being too tight with my money.
Good morning.
Good morning. Right.
How do you do?
Let's have a seat. You know what? Let's pretend that... Oh my god. Okay. There we go, that's better. Let's pretend that we got changed when we got it... Well, last night, or when we got it this morning, whatever you want to say. And... There we go. We're going to dress in our nice casual clothes today, as a casual-ish. Smart casual, perhaps. Bit of gold trim, yeah, gold trim shoes. We're gonna dress like this today as we go about town, explore Skingrad a bit. We'll drop into the Fighters Guild, see what they've got going on, and then we'll armor up if we decide to go out of town. But for now, I think Jazir just wants to just march about in his nice fancy clothes for a change. It's been a while, so. What on earth did I just drink? That was a mistake. Never mind. I just drank a healing potion of some sort. That's annoying. Let's have some boar meat for breakfast, corn, bread, a lettuce, potato. Big breakfast. Lovely.
Can I help you, brother?
No. Well.
What do you want?
Contract? Armals is the one you should talk to. Ah, okay. Should talk to Armals
Bye.
at the Fighters Guild. We should really get you some better clothes, shouldn't we? You can't have any of mine, but maybe we'll buy you some next time we're in the Imperial City. Alright. I was kind of thinking I might leave her at the inn, but maybe,
I'm
actually.
thinking of changing my hairstyle. Do you think it would look good if I cut it short?
Oh no, it's one of those trick questions again. No, I think it is fine as it is.
Alright, I know what you think. That a country girl like I would just look pathetic in the latest fashion hairstyle. Well, maybe you're right.
No matter what Jazir says, it is always the wrong answer. Let's see. I'm wondering if I can get to go shopping or something. Could you do some shopping?
Sure. Give me some gold and meet me later at the Colovian Traders.
Alright, here is... Oh, this is cool. Never done this before. It's 300 gold. Go buy some potions.
I'll find some good ones for us.
Ah, isn't that cool? Ah, so she's going to go off shopping, and Jazir is going to go swanning about, exploring a very bit, I think.
I'm listening.
Oh, hello.
What?
You're a female guard, which means
Right.
this is very unintentionally sexist, but you're a female guard, and therefore I can't ask you for directions. It's because they don't have any voice files for it, so...
Over here.
Excuse me?
Yes, you. We need to talk. We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you. I'll make it worth your while.
I am not sure what you take Jazir for, but he is not that kind of cat. Begone, sir! Oh, is that the one that Vilja warned me about? Gold Horse Courier Service. Riemann Bruder's house. Ambroise Can's house. Maskar Tack and Supplies. Seen better days, this place. Okay, never mind, this is not Maskar Tack and Supplies, this is Kelgan's house, apparently. In the wrong place entirely. Here we go, this is what we want. Hello. Well, hello there. Welcome to Maskar's Tack and Supplies. Whether it's a saddle or riding clothes you need, or maybe a few recipes on how best to prepare horses. Sorry, what? I'll sure to be able to meet your needs. This is your shop? Sure is. I opened it along with my wife, Nakagra, a while back now. Seems my wife enjoys riding horses rather than eating them. Shame, really. I have a killer recipe involving rosemary and garlic. I haven't met Dunmuggle, so I'm not going to ask him that question.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Hard grey leather gloves, hard leather boots. Meh. Nah, not interested.
Leave me alone.
Apparently he's not interested if I... Oh, this lady here.
Good day to you. Can I help you with something?
My God, your voice acted! It's always a novelty. Do you know anything about this weird guy who just propositioned me in the middle of the street?
Concerning this, I can only speak to a friend.
Oh, that's a neat trick you do with your voice there.
Bernadette Penniless works over at the Tamika Winery. They make a quality wine there.
That's very good, yes. That's most entertaining.
What can I interest you in?
I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry, it was the palomino I had for lunch isn't agreeing with me. Who is the Dunmer girl over there who is able to do the strange ventriloquist impersonation trick? What, Mjorn? Oh, just some kid looking for work. I felt sorry for her, so I took her on, but I don't regret it. She works hard for someone so young, really earns her gold. I see.
Stop talking.
Yeah, alright, I'm leaving. Salmo the baker's house. Oh, crumbs. Alright, not open apparently. Oh, it's the unique church they've done for Skingrad, which I believe has a slightly bugged interior. The Page of Cups. Some sort of tavern by the looks of things. Oh god, I don't mean to do that. It's unfurling my sword at random people. In any context. In no context or any context whatsoever, that is a bad thing. Stop it. This mouse is... perhaps this mouse was a mistake. This... I should not have bought a Razor Death Adder. It apparently has a ridiculously sensitive left mouse button. Stolen. Bien Amelian's War Axe. The above item was recently stolen by a group of bandits. They were last seen heading towards the Valenwood border. Daedra. Scouts report an increase of Daedric activity in the region. It's feared these creatures have entered into our world through a gateway to Oblivion. Citizens are advised to stay in their homes until further notice. Well, that does not sound very good. For sale. I'm selling Rosethorn Hall on the Count's behalf. The house is just inside the gate by the bridge to the chapel. You can find me at the castle of the Westweald Inn. Shumgroyarug. Rosethorn Hall, just inside the gate by the bridge to the chapel. I must have walked straight past it. I'm quite sure we don't have nearly enough money for it, but I'm curious anyway. Is it this place here? No. So right inside the from the gate. I suppose it didn't specify which gate, did it? This is over here somewhere. I don't think it is. No, we already checked those buildings. I actually can't remember where the vanilla player house is in Skingrad. I've only bought it once, and it was like on my first ever playthrough of the game, so we're talking a very long time ago. Well, of course, we've yet to really make our mind up on Skingrad. We're going to see how Colovia squares up versus Nibene, because Jazir has not generally been a fan of Nibene so far. I like the gravestones, by the way. I like the fact that they're actually custom designed to look like they fit in the setting with the little Imperial Dragon symbol on them and stuff like that. Little diamond logo and everything. Because it would have been tempting, I think, as a texture artist to just, take some photos of real gravestones and use those to make your textures with. But they went the extra mile and made them actually fit in the setting. And yeah, I do appreciate it when they do stuff like that. It's the little details, Hello, Pusscat. You fell over there. Hello. That's a very funny incident I had with a cat in this game when I was testing the mod setup for this, because you can get something called a herder's crook in this, which allows you to try and tame animals. And unfortunately, if you don't have the skill for it, the animal tends to attack you if you fail to tame it. And I tried to tame a cat here in Skingrad, in fact, actually. I tried to tame a cat with a herder's crook, and I failed, and it attacked me, and I had to kill the little cat, and it made me very, very sad. No, drawing the sword. Not even. I'm going to completely move my fingers off the mouse buttons now. I'm getting sick of this happening. Anyway, like the gravestones, very good. I like I said, love games that put that bit of extra attention to detail into things. The music you're listening to right now is from Lord of the Rings Online, which is another game that I value particularly highly because it does the same thing. It really tries to barrel's empty. Damn. It really tries to focus on those little details and make it far more immersive and true to the setting. It's amazing how few games bother to do that those sort of little things. Let's check out the Great Chapel of Julianos. And yep, as I thought, it's a little bit bugged. Allow me to one moment, folks. There we go, a little bit of console wizardry, and it's sorted. The chapel looks the way it should. I've never been able to figure out why that happens. Across multiple installations, every time I've used Better City Skingrad, with at least the version which has this church, I have always run into that issue where a little bit of the old church is still left in here. I think it might just genuinely be a bug with the mod. Something the modder accidentally left in there, because it's difficult to spot unless you're standing over here. But, yeah. I think it might genuinely just be a bug that's not been fixed. Because I don't think it's a compatibility patch issue, because I really... when I came across it, I was determined to try and fix it with compatibility patches. I was like, I must make sure this works for the sake of the Let's Play. And I went around and I searched for every compatibility patch I could find and made sure it was installed, and it still didn't fix it, so... Made sure the load order was right and everything. It's great job, though. There's another custom one in Coral, if I recall. It's incredibly laggy. At least it was in the version I last checked. But this one's quite nice. It's interesting because it's a little similar to the vanilla one, but it's also not. It is slightly different. Like, you see you got the sort of domed roof at the top there. I wonder if we were to count the windows, how many would there be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Now, I was hoping maybe there'd be 9 windows, for the 9 divines or something. Might have been a bit too much to ask. Got the nice stained glass window at the top there with the 9 divines on it, though. Of course, you've got the 8 around the outside and then Tiber Septim in the middle. And then all the guys in the windows themselves with their altars. Although, seems like Arche and Stendar don't have... Wait, no, this is the Chapel of Stendar, so he's got 3 windows up at the front here. Although Arche and Zenithar seem to have been shortchanged a little. Have they got another window along here? Yeah, there we go. Zenithar,
Don't go early in the morning.
Talos.
Agnet usually isn't feeling so well then.
She can drink all she wants, as long as she keeps doing such fine work.
Arche, right, Arche's got one there.
Farewell.
Is Talos missing an altar? No, Talos has got one here. Okay, yeah, we've doubled up some of the windows, clearly. Because there's a Talos here, and there's another Myra there. And there's a Talos here as well, yeah. Anyway. Didn't think we had any diseases, but it pays to make sure. Blessings of Stendar. Hurrah! Jazir is, as we've previously discussed, not a particularly religious bloke, but, when in Rome, right? don't think he kind of grasps the notion that a lot of the very similarly named gods in Elsweyr are the same ones. I think he's just sort of like, it's a funny coincidence that they have very similar names, but they're definitely different gods. Or at the very least, different facets of the same god, in the same sense of the Holy Trinity being the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, or whatnot.
Blessings of the Nine. My name is Tumendil. I'm the chapel priest. I'm sure you can find your way around the chapel by yourself.
I see. Do you know anything about this strange little man that I met earlier? I think he's called Glafir.
Concerning this, I can only speak to a friend.
Well, let's see if we can do something about that.
All right.
Okay. Admiration and coercion he responds to the best, apparently.
You're revolting. Please. That's enough.
Yeah. These two are what we want. Although this is really not very...
No, that's pretty ugh, that's foul.
That got us nowhere.
Ugh. What a wonderful compliment. Good. That
better.
Never happened. I see. I don't mean to gossip, but he is more than a bit strange. However, he's always been tolerated as the town eccentric.
I see. Well, I shall have nothing to do with him then.
The Chapel of Julianos is always open for worship and contemplation. Perhaps you should speak to Wrye Pelletine, our healer and restoration trainer. Mag Gromogak runs a fine establishment at the Two Sisters Lodge, and her sister has some quality horses.
Quality horses, you say? Maybe I shall check it out.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Convalescence. Are any of these going to be useful to us? Probably not. Sort it by least magicka, shall we? We can do minor convalescence, restore health 10 points on touch. I think I'm going to get that, actually. Because I can use it to heal Vilja
Tell your
with.
friends about me.
And I'm relatively sure
Take care.
that with one of the mods I've got, probably Maskar's Overhaul, but I'm not sure, I can damage the undead with it as well. The undead can be damaged by healing spells in this with this mod setup, I think. Oh, hello.
A little bird told me that you've been asking around town about Glarther, a resident eccentric. I'd like to know why.
Well, he asked me the way he propositioned me.
Let me give you some advice. Glarther is crazy. So far, harmless crazy. But I keep an eye on him because it's my job to. You don't want to get involved with him. I don't care how much he's paying you, it isn't worth it. Like I said, he's crazy. Since you're courteous enough to tell the truth, I'll do the same by trusting you to talk to a guard if he asks you to do anything strange.
Will do. I have no interest in anything he has to offer, but I will inform the authorities if he does anything particularly strange or dangerous. Hello.
One more coin, and I can get a pair of shoes.
Well, Jazir's feeling generous today, beggar. Have a coin.
Thank you, kind sir. Blessings of Mystara upon ye.
Whoa, check out the castle in the background there. I think that's the castle. I'm actually not sure. Yeah, it should be. If we're looking towards the south right now. Well, I think so far Jazir's kind of liking Skingrad, and by extension Colovia thus far. I think he's enjoyed himself here. People seem to be relatively nice. Even the captain of the guard isn't a complete bastard, which is, you know, it's pretty low bar, you would think, but one that hasn't been met lately with a lot of the towns we've been to. Kind of looks like a face, doesn't it? In fact, I'm headcanoning it now as a face. It's an ancient carving of the ancient Needs, or whoever it was that used to live in these parts in ancient times. That's just sort of survived for a very long time as the city has been built around it. Another big old graveyard. Anything interesting here? Interesting to note that some of the gravestones are much lower resolution than the other ones. Like that one compared to that one. I mean, you can sort of explain that way in your head as this one's simply being is more smoothed and eroded over time than that one is, but yeah, the difference in texture quality is noticeable. They don't take very good care of the gravestones here, do they? Oh my god, there's bits of them all over the place. Alright, let's head this way. Loop back around. Maybe we'll meet Vilja on the way. Oh, you've been in the graveyard. You visiting the grave of a loved one, perhaps, I wonder? Mostly seems to be just staring at this bush here. It's interesting how they have this big old thoroughfare that goes right through the middle. Between these two sort of walled cantons on either side. Is that supposed to be helpful in a siege, perhaps? Not sure. Trying to think what I mean, because you'd have the guys come in here. But the thing is, like, it's not exactly difficult to get up into this area. I mean, I don't know. Is there a portcullis up there, perhaps, that we can't see? Maybe that comes crashing down, and that sort of. I'd have to get back over there and have another look. But my assumption is that maybe there's a gate or a portcullis that comes down to stop people getting into either walled area, and then the attackers of the city, where they get funneled into this sort of central bit here, and then all these towers up here, they can shoot down stuff at them from the battlements and also from these towers. Kind of nice if we could go into one of these, actually. Kind of begs the question, how do you get into them? Because there doesn't seem to be any doors. But yeah. It's weird how it's sort of not very interconnected though, because you've got the castle all by itself up there, and then you've got these two bits that are sort of apart from one another as well. So in the event of a siege, you've got sort of three separate walled areas cut off from each other, and that seems kind of odd to me in a way. I don't know how practical that is.
See you.
You too.
I'm probably overthinking it, but you know. The Elder Scrolls games invite overthinking. You know, it's kind of their thing, really. We have here hammer and tongs. Ah, it is a shame Vilya's not here, because that'd be the perfect place to get her stuff repaired. There's nothing stopping me going in and getting my stuff repaired for now. That's the thing. It'd be nice if you could go and tell her to go get her stuff repaired, right? That would be handy, wouldn't it?
Not so loud, please. What a headache I've got. I'm Agnet the Smith. The Pickled, they call me. Sure wish I was pickled right now.
I'm not even sure what that's supposed to mean, frankly,
For
but
the right
okay.
price, I can make anything good as new.
There we go.
Well, have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Ah, there you go. There's one of the herder's crooks I was telling you about. You don't have a great selection here, do you? Very expensive enchanted helmet. Marathon greaves. Now, they're not cheap, but... maybe worth getting. I don't know. What are my current greaves? Pretty sure I just have some crappy leather ones, don't I? Yeah, leather greaves. tempting. Yeah, why not? We know Jazir likes to spend money on impulse buys. That's an impulse buy right there. Ebony ingot. Ooh. Fletching jig. Gold ingots. Imbuement tool. House with porch. House with side door. Loom. Outdoor forge. Rustic cabin. Saw pit. Got a lot of stuff here, hasn't she? Spinning wheel. Sewing kit. Tanning rack. Winemaker. Winemaker. Hell yeah. Workbench. Tinker's tools. This is the place to come if you want sort of like house-related stuff, apparently. Got anything to sell you? Not the magical shin bone. We better keep that. I kind of want to keep all this, really. I suppose you can have the leather greaves.
I appreciate your business. Bye.
Alright. What's this here? Lazar Melvin's house. Should be a fighters guild around here somewhere. Tamika Vineyards. Is that like just an advert, or is this part of the vineyards down here, all these buildings? It's just like an advertising billboard. Varian Manor. Wooden door. Oh, here's a door up to the towers. Northern Wall Tower. Skingrad sewers. Ooh, they have their own sewers. Very fancy. Oh, we can't go up there, which is a shame. But I'm not. It's nice to see that there is actually like a tower interior with stairs leading up there, which makes sense. I don't think Jazir has much call to go down into the Skingrad sewers, I'm afraid, to disappoint you, but if you'd like to see the Skingrad sewers, check out the Arthur Oblivion Let's Play we did previously on the channel, because I'm pretty sure we explored the Skingrad sewers very thoroughly in that playthrough. Peregrine Manor. Wooden door. Does it do anything when I... No. Two Moons and... Two Moons Gold and Gensmith. Oh. Hello. Oh, check this out. How cool is that? Ah, it's awesome. That's such a great bit of, like... That must have taken ages to, like, 3D model and texture and everything as well. And it's just, they just put it there because it makes sense for a jeweler to have it. Ah, brilliant. Greetings and welcome to Two Moons. I supply only the finest gemstones and a large range of gold and other necklaces and amulets. Why is the orc here? Just a little muscle I hired to protect my store. Since I carry so many gems and gold items, I'm a perfect target for lowlifes and petty thugs. Of course, sometimes I think perhaps he's a little heavy-handed. Just yesterday, he reduced a nice old man to tears just because he got too close to the display. It's not very good.
Bernadette Pennilys works over at the Tamika Winery. They make a quality wine there.
Jazir is quite familiar.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Oh. Now, if only we could get some of these enchanted. That sapphire amulet is looking real nice. That opal ring, that's crazy valuable. Would you like to buy anything off us? We might have some spare gemstones, I'm not sure. Probably already got rid of them, didn't I? Yeah. Well, you know, Jazir, he finds a lot of gemstones in his travels. So if you ever need a supply for a reasonable price, perhaps we can arrange something.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Anything in the cabinets? Oh. Very nice. Who's that, the sapphire one? I bet that's the sapphire one I was looking at in the menu. Alright. Actually, what's down this way? A shrine that is in a serious state of disrepair. New topic, missing body. What? What? How did that happen? Well, has been poisoned. Oh, bother. Is he following me around? Kind of feels like it.
Hail.
Greetings.
Oh, it's starting to get dark, isn't it? Alright, there's the Mages Guild. Here
You may
is
speak.
the Colovian Traders. And Vilja's here. Ah, there you are.
You wanted to talk to me? Hi there. I've been so busy shopping. Let me show you what I've got.
Alright, let's have a look.
I bought some very good potions. Just look at these.
3 potions of insight added. Ugh. Okay, weak potion of healing, that's good. Alright.
Goodbye.
Potions of insight, Vilja. Not the most useful. I hope maybe at least you got a good deal on them. Maybe she could do with one of them, I don't know.
Welcome to Colovian Traders, Skingrad's finest selection of general merchandise. I'm Gunder. Just let me know what you want.
Apparently there is a notice somewhere about a missing body. Oh, you've heard about it too. A body was stolen from the chapel recently, right before the burial. Speak with the priest in the chapel if you're interested. Okay.
I like Skingrad just fine. Folks are a little quiet by Skyrim standards, but they're friendly and loyal when they get to know you. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Chainmail helmet. Bunch of clothes. Vest of the bard. I'm looking at a lot of this, and I'm trying to think to myself, like, what kind of clothes could we get Vilja so she's, you know, she gets to wear something a little bit more upmarket than a tatty old robe. But it's difficult to figure out because a lot of these just sort of turn into like ball gowns when you put them on a female character. So need to put some thought into that. I feel like a ball gown's maybe a bit much, that's all. Something with trousers would be better. Again, probably better off in the Imperial City looking for something like that, because they've got those additional clothing shops. Which I think have some unisex trousers and stuff available. Or I'll tell you what. Stock up on provisions.
A bargain at any price.
There we go. What have you got here then? Bunch of books. Bandages. Sure. Cloth I can turn into more bandages. Sure.
That's a
Take
good
the cheap
deal.
one. Oh, some very cheap cloth here.
I let that go too cheaply.
Some tents. Perhaps we should consider upgrading to a larger tent one of these days, actually. We've got a very small tent at the moment. I'm wondering if maybe we should upgrade to a medium or even a large. They are quite expensive though, so. And then of course they do weigh more as well, which is another issue entirely.
Come back and see me again. Bye.
Alright, are you following me now? Yeah, you are. Excellent. Alright, well. Let's pop into the Fighters Guild before we head back to the inn.
Will you look
Because it's getting late,
shoes?
apparently.
They hardly last a week.
Alright, do you want me to get you some boots? Is that what you're saying? Alright. Hello.
Well met.
You can fix our stuff, can't you, Vilja?
Anything I can do.
Yeah, hand over your armor. She even just mentioned that this would be a good time to repair the armor. Yeah, yes, it definitely would. Give me that. Give me that. These. This. That. Those. I think that's everything. Everything she actually uses, anyway.
Yes? Goodbye.
Oh, please come closer, sir, so I
Go
can
ahead,
actually...
please.
Over encumbered, so...
Let me take a look at what you've...
There we go. No, I can't give you a contract. Armals is the one you can do that. Ah, right, yes, we need to speak to Armals.
Goodbye.
So, what would you like to do next?
Well, I'm going to find this Armals fellow, and then I shall... And then I shall see what he's got for us job-wise. And also, just notice this guy in the background here staring at the skull on the table. Like, yeah, I used to know that guy. How you doing there, Mort? You guarding the wine bottles for me, mate? Yeah, cheers. Check your gear. Right, we need to give you these. This, that, those, that. All of them. I gotta kind of go through here and try and figure out which bits are hers. The leather boots, I think. One of these pairs of leather gauntlets. That leather shield. The weapon world cuirass. I think that's everything. Better take those great fur greaves for good measure. Okay, cool.
Yes? Anytime.
Alright, here. Cool shield. Slightly wonky claymore. Stuffed stag head. A must in any Fighters Guild hall.
I'm in the Fighters Guild, yes. And I can train for weapon and shield parries. Thaddeus Callidius is the name.
Oh, you're for training, do you?
You've got a lot to learn.
Blocking. Oh, you're not cheap, though, are you?
What brings you to Skingrad? Hunting goblins? Sure, they're thick in the West Weald, but you'll find their holes all over Cyrodiil. What brings you to...
Okay, that was weird. It's like it wasn't grayed out, even though we'd already heard the line.
There's more gold in arena fighting, sure. But contracting with the guild is safer. And more respectable.
Jazir agrees completely. Goblin hunting, you say, though. Was something about goblin hunting?
You heard of Goblin Jim's Cave? It's a big one. It's a long walk due north of Skingrad, in the Imperial Reserve, a long way from civilization.
So in other words, the goblins are not bothering anyone, and I think I will probably just leave them alone in that case.
Go hurt something.
Not sure I like your attitude, sir. Hello? Person who is struggling to figure out the concept of a table.
I'm Porwin of the Fighters Guild. I'm not a great archer, but I seem to have a knack for teaching. And I've bagged my share of goblins. My advice is to close quick with the skirmishers, the petty spellcasters. But the shamans are real trouble. Shamans have wicked magics, drains, paralyze, bad stuff. Stand off and shoot or spell shamans down if you can.
Okay.
Actually, underground goblin lairs are no more common here in the West Weald than anywhere else in Cyrodiil.
You guys do nothing but talk about goblins all the time?
I suppose Count Hasseldor keeps Skingrad running smoothly, but you hardly ever see the man. You too.
Ah, just the guy I'm looking for. Hello.
Amals of the Fighters Guild. Welcome to Skingrad County. Come hunting goblins, have you?
Always with the goblins.
Try the big goblin den called Derelict Mine, out east along the Gold Road.
Told me found all the dead goblins outside just earlier, I think.
The whole West Weald is pretty good goblin hunting country. They're thick here in Kolovia, along the Valenwood and Elsweyr borders.
I see. Well, I would like a contract, and something is telling me it's going to involve goblins. I do have a contract for you. It seems that Agnet over at Hammer and Tongs has lost something. She hired us to get it back from some bandits. Whatever it is, she has paid us well for the job. I suggest you go and speak to her to find out more. Okay, maybe it doesn't involve goblins then. I am surprised.
Must be nice being in the Mages Guild. If they need something recharged, they just talk to Vigga the Cautious, and poof, all done.
Well, for a fee.
You too.
Pretty hefty one too. 'Cause it's like 1 gold per point of, charge. So it's like kind of expensive. That's why Vala Stones are so good. Guild storage. Interesting. Guild storage policy. Let's have a look. We're sick of out-of-town loafers leaving their stuff all over the place. Use this storage and keep your kit neat. If you leave random garbage around the guild hall, we'll melt it down into something useful or give it to some kid in town. There are supplies here for you to use, but don't even think about selling it. This gear saves lives in the field. We've left some repair supplies to keep your armor free of rust and your blade sharp. Don't be lazy. Our guild porter should only be using his valuable time to repair items that need special work done. Now get back to work. Alright. I shall take these. In that case. Oh, I'm trying to... It won't close. It won't do the thing that most of the containers do when you crouch and activate. I just wanted to be tidy. I just wanted to close it. Oh, hello again, Pusscat. You out an important pussycat-related business?
I wouldn't mind going to Westweald Inn for a drink.
Well, funny you should mention that, because it's right here. Okay, I get it. You want some booze. All right, fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to save the game here. Thanks for joining us this week. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Wasn't a lot of action in this episode. Just kind of Jazir about town enjoying himself. I think he likes Skingrad so far. It's the nicest place he has visited in the Imperial Province so far. Except for maybe the Imperial City. But the Imperial City is so huge, it's hard to judge it all at once. But compared to Cheydinhall and Leowyn, at least, it's much nicer. So yeah, there's something about a missing body we want to take care of then, and also Agnet the Pickled has had something stolen by bandits. So those are the things we'll be working on in the meantime, I guess. But that'll be next time, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks very much for tuning in. I'll see you then. Toodaloo.